everybody, it's Bovina and Miss Rachel from the Bedford Hills Free Library. Happy New Year! We're so glad to start off this new year with you with a new story time. So let's start with the hello song. Some things are going to change this year, but some things are going to stay the same, and we'll always have our hello song and our goodbye song that you know. Ready? It's nice to say hello, 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 hola, hello, moo. It's nice to say hello, hola, hello, and how are you? I'm fine, me too. We're fine, and how are you? I'm fine, me too. We're fine, and how are you? I hope everyone's good this January day. I hope you had a fun New Year's Eve celebration with your family. And let's sing, before we talk about countdowns and things like that, let's sing our other hello song. I don't have the ukulele today, so I can do some fun stuff with you, but we'll always start with clapping, right? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Let's clap our hands like this. What else should we do? Let's tap our shoulders. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Let's tap our shoulders like this. What else? I'll do one more. How about wiggling? That's fun. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Let's wiggle our arms like this. Ooh. Okay, now you do your thing. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. You did your own thing like that. Okay, you ready to jump? Want to jump with me, Bovina? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Morning, everybody. Jump up and down like this. And good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Let's sit and listen like this. Very good. So I mentioned before countdowns, so that's an important way that a lot of people celebrate New Year's Eve, by doing a big countdown. And we start 10 and then say 9 and then 8, right? You want to practice with me? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we would say Happy New Year, right? Well, that's what we did in my house anyway. And there are lots of books about counting different things that you see, and going all the way up to 10 a lot. And there are a lot of books about counting down, just like we did on New Year's Eve. So that's what this one is. It's called 10 on the Sled. We're going to start with 10 things and slowly take one away each time. So we're going down 10, 9, 8, just like we just practiced. Now, the other thing about this book is that it's also a song, so I will read it to you. And the last thing about it is it might seem kind of familiar, because it's based on a popular song called 10 in the Bed, right? Do you know that song? Where there were 10 in the bed and someone said, roll over, and then they all roll over and one fell out, right? You know that song? So you'll hear that this is very similar. 10 on the Sled. And it is written by Kim Norman and illustrated by Liza Woodruff. And I thought it would be particularly good because we're in winter now, and we saw lots of snow recently, right? So here come all the different Arctic animals coming on. We'll see all these guys squeeze onto the sled. 10 on the sled. It's going to be a very crowded sled. Here we go. On a sunlit night, 'neath the snowy moon, there was one on the sled, but then 2, and then soon there were 10 on the sled. But before we get into all that, I just wanted to point out, I did not make a mistake when I said on a sunlit night, because we're talking about a place where there's lots of earth science involved, but anyway, there are some places where the sun stays out all night. Even when nighttime, there's a moon and a sun, so even though it's nighttime, it's light out. It's kind of kooky. So that's why they talked about the sun. Isn't that silly? All right, there were 10 on the sled, And the caribou said, slip over, slide over. So they all slid over and the seal spilled out. Okay, bye seal. So then there were 9 on the sled and the caribou said, it's snowing, let's get going. So they all got going, but the hare hopped out. So one thing I'm noticing is that every time an animal gets out, his action word starts with the same letter as him. So on the last page it said seal spilled out, seal and spilled. And here it's hare hopped out. They both have an H sound, hare hopped out. So let's see if that pattern continues. Now there were 8 on the sled and the caribou said, it's slicker, go quicker. So they all went quicker, but the sheep shot out. Oh no, there goes the sheep. The sheep shot. So the pattern is working. And we also have a pattern of counting down. We had 10, 9, 8, and now we have 7. There were 7 on the sled, and the caribou said, we're gliding, keep riding. So they all kept riding, but the walrus whirled out. That's hard to say. The walrus whirled out. There he goes. He looks so graceful, doesn't he? But the walrus whirled out. There, I got it that time. Now there were 6 on the sled, and the caribou said, we're lighter, hold tighter. So they all held tighter, but the fox flipped out. You see him? There he goes. Bye, fox. The fox flipped out. So there were, do you remember what that was? Fox was number 6. So if he flipped out, then we're up to, right, 5. There were 5 on the sled, and the caribou said, great thunder, duck under. Great thunder is like an expression, like, oh my goodness. So they all ducked under, and the squirrel squeezed out. They were going under the trees. That's why he said duck under. And the squirrel just grabbed onto one of the tree branches. Okay, so now how many would be left? After 5 comes 4 if you're counting down. There were 4 on the sled, and the caribou said, they're chasing, keep racing. This is what the caribou means. Look closely. All the other animals that already came out of the sled one way or another are gathered up in a giant snowball. Oh my goodness, it's rolling down the hill, and it's chasing the sled. So they all kept racing, but the wolf wiped out. So now he's gone too. Oh, he's saying, see ya. So now there were 3 on the sled, and the caribou said, they're winning, no spinning. Here's the snowball, and here's the sled. Can you see? So they all quit spinning, but the moose muddled out. There goes the moose. And here comes the snowball. There were 2 on the sled, and the caribou said, keep trying, we're flying. So they both kept flying till the bear bailed out. There goes the polar bear. So what will happen? There was 2. It was just bear and caribou left, and now the bear is gone. So there was 1 on the sled, and the caribou said, I'm lonely. I'm chilled to the bone. A reindeer likes flying, but never alone. Caribou, that we've been singing about all the time, is actually another word for reindeer. But never alone. So he's alone on the sled and everyone's here. What do you think's going to happen? Oh, so now 1 through 10, they all leaped on again for one more run and a little more fun in the moonlit land of the midnight sun. The end. It does look like a bigger, more fun party with everyone involved, right? Yay! The end. More snowflakes. 10 on a sled. So, a very, very popular countdown song that you guys might know is the one about zoom, zoom, zoom and going to the moon, right? And then we count down and say blast off. Do you remember that from when you were little? And we would say 3, 2, 1, blast off! And you would go, wee! Oh, hi Pico. You're not usually at this one. Let me use Bobina. 3, 2, 1, blast off! Whee! But we're not going to do that today. I thought of something that would make more sense with our book. I changed the words to the Zoom, Zoom, Zoom song so it would have to do with sledding, just like the book we just read. So, Bobina, you can learn the song, just like the boys and girls watching at home can learn the song, and we can do it together. So you already know the melody, and I'm just going to teach you some new words. And what was one more thing I wanted to say? Oh yeah, because you're a little bit bigger now, you can handle counting down, and we won't just say 3, 2, 1. We'll say 5 and count down from there. Should we practice? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then whee down the hill. So it goes like this. Oh, and I wanted to teach you one more thing where I'm gonna use the word thrill, and thrill means like when something's fun and exciting, and maybe even like a little, makes you a little nervous, but in a good fun way. So we'll sing, thrill, 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 we're zooming down the hill. You want to repeat after me? Bovina will repeat too. So I'll go first. Thrill, 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 we're zooming down the hill. Now you. Thrill, 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 we're zooming down the hill. Good. If you want to ride, nope, that's not it. Let me try again. Please take care not to bump your head, slipping and sliding on the great big sled. Is that it? Slipping and sliding. Yeah, sure. Please take care not to bump your head, slipping and sliding on the great big sled. Okay. Please take care not to bump your head, slipping and sliding on the great big sled. Good, Bobina. Good, everybody. And then back to the first part. Thrill, 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 we're zooming down the hill, zoom. And then we would do the count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So should we try it all together? Ready? Thrill, 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 we're zooming down the hill, woo. Thrill, 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 we're zooming down the hill, woo. Please take care not to bump your head, slipping and sliding in the great big sled. Thrill, 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 we're zooming down the hill. Okay, I meant to tell you to go get a stuffed animal friend so that you could do this part along with me. I'll do it once with Bovina and then give you a minute to go find somebody. Let's do the countdown. Ready? Well, she'll climb up to the top of the hill as we're counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whee! Yay, you're safe, I caught you. So usually we do this with scarves and we throw them in the air, and I meant to tell you before we started to go get a stuffed animal to do it with. Do you want to go get somebody now? I'll stop for 1 second and you pause the camera. Okay, or the video, not the camera. Anyway, I hope you're back with a friend. I was already here. I know, but they maybe had to get somebody. Okay. All right, so let's do it all together one last time. Thrill, 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 we're zooming down the hill. Thrill, 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 we're zooming down the hill. Please take care not to bump your head, slipping and sliding on the great big sled. Thrill, 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 we're zooming down the hill. Are you ready? I'm going to make Bovina climb up this hill. If you don't have pillows right there, you can just get your stuffed guy ready to go in the air. Wee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whee! Yay! Oh, I'm dizzy. Yeah, but was it fun? It was a thrill. Good. All right, everybody. I hope that was fun. I bet other stuffed animals would like to try that too. So you can take the song home with you, back to your room with you, and sing it along with all of your buddies. Okay, and for now, we'll sing goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, everyone. Glad you came, hope you had fun. I'll see you another day. We'll have more time to read and play. Goodbye, goodbye, everyone. Glad you came, hope you had fun. Bye.